Imagine an island of quiet magic, with rolling green hills and quirky villages, a place where the veil between our world and the spirit realm is thin. This is Obojima, where for centuries people and spirits have lived side by side, their lives woven together with the relics of a long-forgotten first age. Our story begins in the small village of Okiri, during the annual Cabbage Festival. Picture the scene, a vibrant celebration full of laughter and music. For 4 young friends, this was the last truly simple day of their lives. There was Beebee, her nose always deep in a book about pirates, fiercely determined. There was Bogo Riverton, a Nakodama boy and the oldest of 13 siblings, tripping over his own feet with the fishing rod. And then there were the twins, Mako and Maki. Mako, the quiet, kind-hearted protector, and Maki, the mischievous genius. They were inseparable, all of them. But childhood dreams have a way of meeting harsh realities. And on Obojima, those realities are often shaped by the spirits. The mood of the festival shattered when a mysterious spirit train appeared, its tracks materializing from nothing. Before their eyes, Bogo's little sister Basha was stolen away. The children didn't hesitate. With the potion from the village witch, they opened a door that was never meant for them and stepped into Ulua, the spirit realm's twilight marketplace. It was a place of impossible, wondrous, and dangerous sights, with floating stalls and spirit fish drifting through the air. But this world has its own rules and its own predators. They were met by Vim, a powerful and ancient spider spirit with countless blinking eyes. To save her friend Maki from certain doom, Beebee, who had always resisted her spiritual heritage, made a desperate pact, a choice that would define the rest of her life. She traded her sight to save a friend. A debt was forged. A permanent bond she could never escape. Ultimately, the children escaped from the spirit realm, returning to their own world exhausted but together, only to face a new horror. The twins' own sheep dragon, Yang, twisted by corruption, attacked. In the chaos, the beast bit Mako, and a creeping sickness, a darkness that would grow with him, took root in his arm. And in the shadow of these events, another pact was made. Alone at a moonlit pool, desperate to catch a magical fish, Bogo traded away his most precious memories of his friend Beebee. The bond between the 4 friends, once unbreakable, had begun to fracture in ways they couldn't yet understand. The corruption in Mako's arm was too much for the small village to handle. His family had to leave for the city of Yatamon. After a sad farewell dinner, the 4 friends took one last ride in their fixed-up truck, hands joined in a final promise to reunite. 5 years passed. Letters stopped. Promises were buried under the weight of new lives and old traumas. The friends became acquaintances, haunted by the choices they made as children. 5 years later, fate, or perhaps something more sinister, pulled them back together in the sprawling city of Yatamon. Maki was now a brilliant mechanic. Mako, a skilled swordsman, hiding the growing corruption in his arm. Bogo, now a carpenter, who made his way to the corrupted wetlands, searching for a way to restore his lost memories. And Beebee, now a shadowmancer, bound to the very spirit who took her sight. Their reunion at a ramen stall was awkward, full of unspoken history. It was cut short by a monster attack, a creature of pure corruption erupting into the street. For the first time in years, they fought together. In the ensuing panic, Mako's secret was exposed. The darkness he had hidden for 5 years was now public, and the friends were forced to confront the past they had all tried to escape. They discovered this wasn't an isolated incident. The city's corruption was spreading, and its timeline matched the recent worsening of Mako's condition. Their investigation took them from analyzing ooze samples to the city's polluted canals, where Beebee's lantern led them to a strange coin. And finally, deep beneath the city, into abandoned tunnels teeming with a strange bioluminescent fungus and twisted creatures. It was a brutal reminder of the dangers they faced, from navigating a treacherous chasm to disabling a spore-releasing automaton. The final, desperate fight against a swarm of fungal hybrids left Beebee and Mako unconscious, carried out by their friends. But through it all, they were a team again. They retrieved their proof, a pulsating fungal heart, evidence that the corruption wasn't just a plague, but a living, growing ecosystem. Their findings earned them a mission from the island's research group, the Guild of Archaeologists, Historians, and Archivists, aka AHA. A path forward, a chance to find a cure, not just for Mako, but for the entire island. But as they prepared to leave, 2 letters arrived, casting a dark shadow over their new hope. The first was a warning for Beebee from her elven kin. The spirits in the wetlands were hollow. Something was wearing their faces. The second was a letter for Bogo. His little sister, Bubbles, was sick with a mysterious cough back in Okiri, and the well water was suspected. The corruption wasn't just in the city. It was everywhere, and it was threatening their families. With the weight of the world on their shoulders, they set out. But the island itself seemed to test them. Their journey brought them to a collapsing rope bridge, threatening to send them plummeting to their doom. In that moment, Mako's corruption responded to his desperation. He saved them, holding the bridge together with supernatural strength, but the price was steep. His skin turned gray, black veins spreading across his body as the sickness advanced further in seconds than it had in 5 years. The power that saved them was also consuming him. Mako was no longer just fighting a curse. He was wielding it. Stranded with a broken-down truck, their friends' condition more volatile than ever, and with dangers closing in on their homes, the friends face a long road ahead. They have a new mission, new allies, and a bond forged in crisis. Their journey to uncover the source of the corruption, to settle old debts, and to save Obojima has only just begun.